Hey guys, OMAC446 Productions here, and today, Ultimate ADJ and I are here to bring you part 2 to What If Nail and Guru Fused. Now this video was meant to be on his channel, but when I tried to send it to him through Google Drive, it wouldn't work for some reason, so I'm sorry about that. Now, without any further delay, take it.
Where we left off, Cell had beaten all the Z-Fighters and Android 16 before he had absorbed Android 18 to become perfect. He gave Goku 10 days to get stronger and thus announced the Cell Games. The Z-Fighters knew that they needed to do something, so they headed up to the lookout. Here Nail would unlock the potential of the remaining Z-Fighters that he hadn't done already, so Tien, Vegeta and Trunks. Yes, their strength increases dramatically, but it does nothing to cause a strength gap between them and Cell. Kami says that there is no choice but to use the hyperbolic time chamber. Vegeta says that him and Trunks will enter first. The decision for Vegeta, it's not prompted on becoming stronger than Goku like in canon. Well, it is a little bit, but at this point Vegeta is more of a changed person. At this point he has developed a bond with his family like he had done in the Buu arc. While Vegeta and Trunks go into train, Kami turns to Piccolo and says they have no choice but to fuse. The two do so, and Piccolo's base power being stronger than what it was in canon, this makes the fused product of Kami and Piccolo even stronger than what it initially was. Tien points out that there is no Dragon Balls on Earth, so Gohan suggests going to Namek to find a Namekian to be the new Guardian. So this time, with Goku not knowing the instant transmission technique, it is left to either Gohan or Tien to go, so Gohan goes with Nail. As they arrive on Namek, everyone is excited to see the two, and they are already aware of the evil presence on Earth. Nail says that they need one of them to come to Earth to be the new Guardian. Dende volunteers. The only problem is that he is already the keeper of the Namekian Dragon Balls. Nail says that he should pass this on to the Elder Mori. After doing so, the three leave for Earth, where Dende revives the Earth Dragon, strengthening it. So now the Earth Dragon can grant 3 wishes, because Dende would have won and gotten stronger while being the guardian of the Namekian balls, so he would know how to make them stronger and more powerful. This also means that the dragon would be able to bring people back more than once. Now, Vegeta and Trunks exit the time chamber, the two looking angry and a little down. Trunks says that they managed to get immensely stronger, but if they fought Cell, they'd still lose. Goku puts his hand on Vegeta and says, "We won't lose." He also tells them not to fight Cell until the Cell Games begin. Now Goku and Gohan enter the time chamber, and because the two are stronger already, and Gohan already knows Super Saiyan form and how to control it, this saves a few months of training. During this time, the two become even stronger than before. They exit the time chamber as they did originally, still in the Super Saiyan form. They head off with Trunks and Vegeta to teach them to do the same before the tournament begins. Piccolo and Nail enter the time chamber next, followed by Tien and Krillin, and finally Yamcha will enter with Android 16, who has agreed to help them in the fight against Cell. The games begin. They start as normal. Now, Goku vs Cell, this initially starts the same, but it's more intense than before. Cell stated that when he was fighting Gohan, that he didn't show Goku his full strength, so now he's letting more of it out. Goku's power increase is not enough however, and Cell beats him to a pulp. 16 puts his hand on Gohan during the fight and says, "Your father wants you to fight next, doesn't he?" Everyone looks at him in confusion. Gohan says, "Why me? If my dad can't win." Wouldn't it be best if Trunks or Vegeta fight next? 16 smirks and says, I know that there is more to you, Gohan. You're stronger than what you show us all. Promise me, Gohan, when you fight Cell, don't hold back. You are our last hope. If you hold back, we all die. Everyone is scared of the reality that 16 has just made them actually think about. This is when Goku shouts for Gohan to fight. The fight begins as normal, with Gohan avoiding Morph Cell's attacks this time. An infuriated 16 shouts, Gohan! Fight back! You can win! Stop holding back! Do you want to die? This statement shocks Gohan to his core. He stops in his tracks and Cell strikes Gohan to the ground. Cell shakes his head in disappointment. He says, if this was your last hope, then it's over. Say goodbye to your world. He prepares to fire a blast at the planet's core, similar to how Frieza did to Namek. Suddenly, a surge of power comes rushing from Gohan and he screams, No! And the energy that is released knocks Cell off of his feet. Gohan emerges from the rubble, having now achieved the Super Saiyan 2 transformation. He charges Cell and without a second thought punches a hole in his stomach. He drops to his knees and looks up at Gohan, who has a look of pure anger on his face. Gohan says, the only one that dies today is you. Close range, Gohan fires a full power Masenko at Cell, incinerating the monster. He's now dead. Now, they wish back everyone that was killed by Cell. This does include androids 17 and 18. Trunks returns to his time to kill the androids, but not before Gohan has taught him a trick before he left. Gohan, being Trunks' teacher in the future anyways, decides to give him one last gift to teach him. And it is something that will help him restore his future. The instant transmission technique. More about that in a later part. Over the next 7 years, all the Z fighters continue to train. Goku and Vegeta unlocking Super Saiyan 2, and Gohan becomes even stronger. The other Z fighters do get a bit stronger, with Krillin eventually getting together with 18, but this is later than what they initially did in canon, as the two hadn't met or interacted before. So they do not have a child at this point. Goten is born around the normal time and becomes stronger through the training that he has with his dad and brother, while 16 stays with Bulma and Vegeta. So Mr. Satan is not the world's hero anymore, as it was seen on camera that Gohan killed Cell, but no one could identify him because he was a blonde kid at the time and him and Goku live in a remote region. So when Gohan starts school, it's pretty much the same to begin with, but the main difference is Videl is stronger. She's still going around saving people. Her family is still rich because Mrs. Satan is still the world champion, but because the kid was the one that beat Cell and Mr. Satan was beaten in one punch, he's a bit of a joke. This has made Videl focus more on her training and helping people in an attempt to redeem her family name. But when the Great Saiyan Man begins to show up, she is even more determined to unmask him. She eventually does. Realising that it's Gohan, she demands, as normal, that he teaches her and he enters the world. So everyone enters the world tournament except with Yamcha and Nail joining the lineup. Nail identifies the Supreme Kai straight away and confronts him, asking why he's there. Supreme Kai tells Nail he need not worry and just enjoy the tournament. So it gets underway as per normal. This time the only difference is that Gohan gets a larger amount of energy taken. Now on the way back to fight Bobbidi, who arrive at his ship, Kabuto is still killed, and this time it's Yamcha and Krillin that get turned to stone. The first two fights goes normal. When Gohan goes to fight Dabura this time, Gohan beats him with incredible ease. Supreme Kai then finds Bobbidi and kills him in order to stop Boo being revived. Supreme Kai is that grateful to the Z Fighters that he allows them all to train on his planet whenever they want. And Boo is never released. The world is safe once more.
And that, guys, is the end of the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and while you're at it, subscribe to ADJ, as this would not have been possible without him. That's all from us for today. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.